Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tanya's TLC Beauty. Hope everyone is doing great wherever you may be when you are watching this. So today's video is going to be a shop my stash for my daily makeup drawer. I'm going to do it a little bit different so you'll see me. I have my hair pulled up, kind of just a very casual day. It's kind of murky, gloomy. Sorry it has been so long since you have seen some videos, but I got a new puppy and I will explain that more in a future video. So it has been like very long nights. She's kind of backwards, kind of like a baby. She's up a lot at night and sleeps during the day. But I will explain it in a further video and introduce her. Her name is Bailey. So I just want to do a shop my stash. I went ahead and kind of went through all my makeup, pulled what I want to use in my everyday makeup drawer, and then pulled out what I want to put back into my collection, and then what I want to keep into my current everyday makeup drawer. So I thought I want to do it this way for a couple times and see how that works. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So what I am going to keep, I'm going to do it this way first. So what I'm going to keep into my everyday makeup drawer, I think I'm going to try and do it that way. So when it comes to palettes, I'm going to go ahead and keep this Ulta Beauty palette. I didn't really get a chance to play with this all that much, so I'm going to keep this one. It has like these eyeshadows here, and then it has a highlighter, blush, and contour. And then in the back side, it has the lip products and some more highlighters. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that in. I didn't really get a chance to play with it, and I do. I'm also going to keep, this is just a highlighter and like a bronzing contour palette, the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I really do enjoy this a lot, especially this highlight. So I'm just going to kind of keep this into my everyday makeup drawer. Another eyeshadow palette is my Melissa Michelle palette with Ulta. I'm going to keep this in here because I didn't really get to play with it. And I did put the lip gloss back into it. So I just kind of want to keep this in here. I didn't really get a chance to have that in my, I didn't get a chance to really use it that much. And then another one that I pulled was the Ulta Metals palette. So it just kind of looks like that. It's kind of a nice, pretty palette, and this, I believe they are all shimmers. So I'm just gonna kind of keep this into my collection for the everyday and hopefully get a little bit more usage out of it. When it comes to eyeliners, I kept my LA Colors eyeliner pencil in the shade Nude. It's just kind of a nice nude color just to pop on the waterline. I kept my Urban Decay 24/7 in Perversion, which is almost my everyday black. Also, my NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner in Dramatic Sparkle. I kind of like this when I do a upper eyeliner, and I just kind of put it on top. Also, my Physicians Formula Eye Definer Felt Tip Eye Marker. My NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner in black for the upper line. The Ulta Automatic Eyeliner in Starlit. And my Physicians Formula for Hazel Eyes. And this one is just kind of like a very nice brown eyeliner. For my bronzer, I did keep the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Ipinama Sun. And the reason why I kept this is because I have hit pan, so I kind of want to see if I can use that up a little bit more. For eyeshadows, I kept the Infallible Paints Metallic in Brass Knuckles. I also kept the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow. And this one is just kind of a nice rose, kind of a rose quartz color. I also kept in the two, they're kind of shimmery shadows. They don't have a name, but I did get these for Christmas. So one is like a goldish color and one is like a copper color. So I do want to get a chance to use those. I also kept the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-Hour Metal Eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Silver Strike. And the last one I kept, I may have put this in after I did my everyday makeup drawer. And this is just a Paris Hilton one, and it's just kind of a really pretty purple. And that's what it looks like when you swatch it on your finger. And when you actually do swatch it on your back of your hand, it's almost like an iridescent two-tone. So I do want to play with that a little bit on the eyes. So I left that in. So those are the only eyeshadows that I have left in. When it comes to eyeliner, or no, I'm sorry, I do have two more eyeshadows. I have the Rimmel Scandal Eyes in Naughty Navy, and this is like a pencil. And also the CoverGirl Flamed Out Shadow Pencil in white, which when you put this on your lid, it's just like a base and it helps the darker colors just kind of pop a little bit more. For mascaras, I did leave in my Ulta Lash Primer Shade Enhancing Blue Tint and my IT Tightline Mascara. For brow products, I left in my Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Soft Brown. This is about out, so I know I will be able to use that up this month. And I left in my Ka-Brow Benefit in number 1. When it comes to concealers, I did leave in my IT Bye Bye Under Eye in medium. And also my e.l.f. concealer in Fair. I've really been enjoying those two lately. For powder, I only left in my e.l.f. powder in Sheer. Of course, I do use my Ulta eyeshadow in Bone every day just to kind of set my eyeshadow primer. I did leave in the NYX Glitter Glue Primer just in case I do want to use glitter glue. It is there in my everyday drawer. I did leave in my NARS foundation in Light 6 Ceylan, C-E-Y-L-A-N. Didn't really get a chance to use this that much, so I do want to use it a little bit more. I did leave in this e.l.f. blush. I may have put it in after I shot the video, and it is in Tickled Pink, so I do want to use this a little bit more. And another one for the blush is the Tarte Peaceful. I have hit pan in this, so I do want to use it up a little bit more. And then the final category is lips. So you guys know I love my CoverGirl Farewell Featherless lip liner, and it's just an everyday nude lip liner, so I do keep that in there. I also kept my Revlon Color Stay Moisture Stain in number 10, LA Exclusive. The Ulta Lip Crayon in Vintage. I love this shade. It's kind of like a metallic, almost like a mauve metallic, so I just really like that around this time of year. I love my lip primer from Ulta, so that stays in here. I did keep my Revlon Color Stay Overtime in Endless Spice. It's just kind of a nice mauve-y color. Also my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in 25 Heroin. This is just our everyday classic red. Kept my e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick in Pink Mink, and that is what it looks like. And the last one is the Flower Beauty in Morning Glory. So everything else I'm going to go ahead and put back, and I have grabbed everything else for what I am going to want to go ahead and put into my everyday drawer. So now I'll go ahead and show you what I have decided to put into my drawer. So starting with the brows, I went ahead and grabbed my Benefit Gimme Brow. It's just a nice gel to go ahead and set my brows when I am done applying my brow pencil. And for this month, I decided to pull in my Urban Decay Brow Beater Microfine Brow Pencil and Brush, and I'm in the shade Taupe. And for lips, I decided, with it being February, it's kind of the month of love and romance, I pulled in my Gigi Hadid lipstick in the shade Austin and the lip liner to go with that. I also pulled in the Superstay Matte Ink in Loyalist number 5. This is just a beautiful nude color, and it goes with almost any look. I also pulled in a Wet n Wild in 923B, Pink Really Hard. Again, it's a nice pink. Pulled in a Bare Minerals in Swank. Got a Makeup Revolution Salvation Velvet Lacquer. And this one is the One for All. Kind of a pinkish, almost looks like a cantaloupe color. I also got a CoverGirl Outlast Longwear and Moisture in Magnetic Mauve. And in the tube, it looks almost a little purple. But when you apply it, that's the swatch for it. So it is a little purplish, but it does have the mauve shade to it. I did pull in one of my NYX lipsticks, and this one is in Sweet Tart. And I just love that shade. Pulled in one of my L'Oreal Infallible paints. This one is in Spicy Blush. Again, just a nude to kind of go with some of my colors. I did pull in two more of my Revlon Color Stay lips, one in Ultimate Wine and the other one in Infinite Raspberry. And then one more lip. This one is the NYX Ombre Lip Duo, and this one is in Freckles in Speckles. And what I like about this is you have the lip liner on one end and the lipstick on the other. So I really like the idea that you have the lipstick and the lip liner all in one. Next, I have my setting powders. I went ahead and just pulled my Ulta Beauty finishing powder, and this one is in Fair to Light. And also my Physicians Formula Matchmaker, and this one is in medium. I really like this because it adjusts to your body chemistry. So it's almost like the perfect finishing powder where it just goes right with your skin tone, no matter what it is you are wearing. When it comes to blushes, I pulled 3. I got this blush and bronzer for Christmas, so you do get a blush on one side and a bronzer on the other, so it's kind of a 2-for-1. And then I pulled a Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink, and I love this just because A, for the pan size, B, it is Wet n Wild, it is so affordable, and I just love Wet n Wild products. They are pigmented, you cannot go wrong with it, and it's just amazing quality. And of course the product just does not want to open for me right now, but that color is so beautiful. And then I grabbed a City Color Be Matte blush, and the shade I grabbed was Blackberry. It looks a little darker than what it actually is, but when you put it on your skin, it is just such a beautiful color, especially for this time of year. I did grab 2 more bronzers, even though I have one in here. I grabbed 2 of my Physicians Formula. The first one is the Bronze Booster Beauty Balm, and this one is in medium to dark. So I figured while it is still of darker, you know, the winter months, I can still use this. And I also grabbed my New York, which is a Daily Defense bronzer. And I have used this one quite a bit, even though you can still see New York and the skyline there. And I really do love that one. So for highlights, I grabbed the new Makeup Revolution that I got in my shopping haul. I think it was last month. And this one is in Starlight. From what I heard, this is a dupe for the, I can't even think of it right now. I am like having complete brain farts with being up all night with this puppy. But if you can think of it, comment in the section below where you've heard of the dupe for it, because the applicator, it looks exactly the same. It's not a dropper. It looks like a dropper, but it's not. It's just the way that it applies. And it looks so pretty. So I'm really excited to try this. And then I grabbed my Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Highlight. This one's getting a little low. I've hit pan a few spots, so I do want to get to where I can use this. And my Too Faced Candlelight Glow, I've really hit pan on this one, so I kind of figured it would be time to see if I can use this up a little bit more. And then this highlighter, it is the IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. It's just in a pencil, And I love being able to just put it right here in my tear ducts just to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit more. Then for mascaras, I just pulled 2 more because I kept the It Tightline. So I pulled my Maybelline Great Lash, Lots of Lashes. And what I like about this applicator, this wand, is the way that the wand is it's really narrow right here, and then it kind of butterflies out. And I've loved Maybelline Great Lash ever since I was in high school and I started wearing makeup. So I wanted to pull that back into my drawer. And I also pulled the Ulta Beauty Amped Lashes Mascara. And this is another great formula by Ulta. And it does have a bit of a curved brush to it there. So I just pulled those 2 to put back into my everyday drawer. Now when it comes to my foundation, my primers, and my concealer, I did just pull 1 concealer because I had 2 already. I just pulled the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I am in shade Light. This one is phenomenal, and I've already gotten about 1/8 of a way down to it. I did pull my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer because I did finish up, I had them somewhere to let you guys know that I finished up the NYX primer. So I have been setting aside all the products that I've been finishing up, and I'll film a video to let you guys know all the products that I have finished up and if I would repurchase them or not. So this is now in my everyday makeup drawer, and it's probably going to stay in there as well. I did pull in my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I also pulled in the Molly Perfect Prep Neutralizing Primer. I pulled in the It CC Cream because I do love this. It's kind of a full coverage foundation, and I'm in shade Medium. And for my 3rd foundation, I pulled in the e.l.f. foundation, and I am in shade Sand. So that way it gives me 3 good foundations to use in my everyday foundation drawer. And I think with the eyeshadows, I may have gone a little overboard because I have a whole basket here. So we will see what happens when I get through this month as far as what I have been able to use and what I haven't, but we shall see. So the first one is by Style Essentials, and it's the All About Color Eye and Cheek palette. I was trying to get some that I just really haven't used, and I kind of want to dabble in just a little bit more. So this palette, I don't know what it is that I cannot open tonight. But you get 21 eyeshadows and 5 blushes. And it looks, you know, kind of like a pretty decent palette. So I was really wanting to give it a pretty decent shot and see if, you know, it does play out. It's got a good pan size. And I kind of want to see how it works for you guys to let you know, is it worth your bang or not? You know, should you save your money? And then another one, this is not available, I don't think, but you may be able to find it like on Amazon and such. It's the Too Faced The Return of Sexy, again being Valentine's month, but it's kind of an appropriate month. So I wanted to pull that in and just kind of incorporate that with some looks that I'm going to do. I got the Japanesque Pixelated Color Palette. So I love these colors, and they are so beautiful. I also have the It Naturally Pretty, and it is a all matte palette. And then I got some smaller kind of drugstore palettes. I got the e.l.f. Prism Eyeshadow in Natural. And this is such an easy palette to work with. It's just all prism, so neutral, very easy to work with and blend. I did bring my 3 Wet n Wild palettes in. I got the new Comfort Zone. I got the Not a Basic Peach and Rosé in the Air. So I do want to do some kind of like first impressions with those, and maybe a full face of Wet n Wild, and kind of do something with that and see how that works as well. I also brought in the Ulta Complete Eye Look in Techno. I just love that color arrangement. And I even forgot that I had this Hard Candy eyeshadow palette. I think I got it as a Christmas gift, I don't remember. but I love those colors. I mean, the greens and the browns are just beautiful. And then I pulled some singles in. I have the Ulta Glitter Eye Top Coat, and this one is in Bronze Bombshell. Just absolutely beautiful. I have the NYX Glitter Brilliance, and I'm trying to see if there's a color on this one. There isn't, but it's the silver. I brought Jessie's Girl in, and this is Pixie Dust Pure Pigment Eye Dust, and this is literally just pure pigment. I also brought in the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art in Crystal Cobalt. This I did get last month, so I'm really curious to play with that. I got the Bitsy eyeshadow in Independence. And this one, it has a lot of the pink and kind of the silver. I brought 2 of the CoverGirl Bombshell Shine Shadows. This one is in Gold Goddess, and this one is an Ice Queen. They're really like creamy and just cream eyeshadows. And then the last one is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Loose Pigment in Pegasus Flutter. So I got a lot of like looser single shades that I just want to kind of play with and really get a good idea with those. So I did pull a lot more eyeshadows than I was really wanting to, but I'm super, super excited about it. And I just want to kind of go from there. I did also get like a little rack that I have 10 palettes in that are kind of like palettes that I use on an everyday basis. So I have some eyeshadow palettes. I also have a blush palette, and then like a contour palette, my IT Cosmetics contour and highlight palette. So when I do another video, I will show you that as well. And that is it for this video. Comment in the section below. Don't forget, if you guys can think of the dupe for this Makeup Revolution, the highlighter, comment in the section below and let me know what it is similar to. I'm wanting to say Becca, but I can't remember exactly. But comment in the section below, let me know what you are excited to see me use, or if you want a tutorial with me using any of these products, I'd be more than happy to film one for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and also tell your friends, family, coworkers, anybody that you can think of to subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Until next time, thank you so much to everyone for watching. I love each and every one of you. I will see you next time, all my TLC beauties. Bye-bye.